Crazy Mother Mountain. After the program ended for the day, we stayed out as long as we could. By 6 o'clock, we were hungry. Whether she liked it or not, Cecile had to let us inside her green stucco house. When she opened the door, all she said, "Ya back?" Then she spread the tablecloth on the floor and brought out shrimp lo mein and egg rolls from the kitchen. She had probably gone out to Mean Lady Ming's while we were at the center. We washed up and sat Indian style around the food. I said the blessing, and then I asked, "Why are the Black Panthers calling you Nzilla?" No use letting my curiosity go itching. If I had to ask someone, I might as well go straight to the mountain. The crazy mother of mountains. She gave me a blank stare, like I said something wrong. Then she corrected me. Nazilla. In place of shrugs, my sister and I shot one another glances. That was not the naughty Brooklyn sound or an Alabama sound. It was probably not even an honest-to-goodness Oakland sound. Instead of trying it out, I said, "Why they call you that?" My sister followed. "Isn't your name Cecile?" "Yeah, Cecile." She said, "My name is Nazilla. Nazilla is a poet's name. My poems blow the dust off the surfaces to make clear and true paths for Nazilla." I gave her a plain stare, plain and blank. It might as well have been an eye roll. She probably hated my father's plain face on me. That the plain way about him was the plain way about me. I didn't know about the blowing dust and clearing paths. I knew about hot climbing thick heads of hair and ironing pleats, wool skirts for school. She said, "It's Yoruba for the path." I knew better than to roll my eyes at her so-called name and where she said it was from. Instead, I asked her where Yoruba was. She quickly told me it was a people, a nation, in the land of our ancestors. Vanada said, "You mean Prattville, Alabama?" This time, I wouldn't kick Vernetta. Good old Vernetta. Prattville is where Papa and Big Ma originally from. They weren't from a big city, Mobile, Montgomery, or Selma, but from Prattville. And truth be told, my daddy and my grandma came from a one-cow town rubbing next to a Prattville. They just said Prattville because it was more known. I asked, "So you can change your name anytime you want to?" Vernetta said, "To anything you want to?" Fern, "To anything you can spell?" Cecilia said, "It's my name, myself. I can name myself. If I'm not the one I was, but I am the new self, why would I call myself by an old name?" Then I said, "If you keep changing your name, how will people know of you or your poems?" When my sister and I speak one right after the other, it's like a long song we sing, a game we play. We never need to pass signals. We just fire off a rat-a-tat-tat. Delphine, Vonetta, Fern, me. Suppose you got famous for writing poems, Vonetta. Then everyone knew your name, Fern, and you couldn't hide. She said, "My poems aren't about that. Fame-seeking poems. They are about the people's art." Although yesterday she didn't want to have anything to do with the people. What if all the people could recite all of your poems? Vernetta said, "And they said them all on the radio, Fern, and you became famous, me. You couldn't hide then, Fern. Surely you couldn't," she said. "Who are y'all working for?" "I think y'all working for the man undercover, the FBI, the Cointeporo." I knew about the FBI from Sunday night in show and from the news. But who were the Cointeporo? Cecile knew that she had us baffled and took control of the talk like she had grabbed both the ball and the jacks. "Oh, they're slick, all right," she said. "The feds hire midgets to front as kids. They infiltrate families with the long-lost cousins who don't look anything like you, but you take them in because that's how colored folks do. And before you could say, way down home, your long-lost kin are documenting your every move for their weekly secret meetings with the man." "Family don't tell on family," I said. "Not real family. Surely don't. That's what you think." She went after Vonetta first because Vonetta was needy in a way that Fern and I weren't. Her eyes stayed wide and fearful. They get you alone and scared. They say, "Vonetta Gaither, do you love your country? Do you love your father, your sisters, your Uncle Darnell in Vietnam, and Big Ma in Brooklyn?" At Fern, she claimed, "Little girl, do you love your baby doll? Do you love Captain Kangaroo? Your kindergarten teacher? Graham crackers? Story time? Well, if you want to keep all that safe, tell us all you know about the person named Cecile Johnson, also known as your mother. Fern said her name was not little girl, that she was going to into the second grade, and that she watched Mighty Mouse and not Captain Kangaroo. Before Celia got to me, I said, they don't ask kids nothing. No one listens to kids. If this was Red China, they would. The Red Chinese Communist Party don't play. Kids younger than little girl turned their mother and father over to the Reds for treason and re-education. We are not in Red China, I told her. To that, she only grunted like, that's what you think.